What's going on, dudes? It's Chaos. Welcome back to another episode of Technic Adventures here on the Technical Beast server. So, last episode we were talking about how we had to get off of that island, go find a place where we could grow food, gather resources, and do all kinds of other stuff. Just basically find a place that had more to offer than that tiny island did. And I gotta say, I found this place over here, and I am pleasantly surprised at how awesome this place is turning out to be. So, I found a natural spawning beef pit, and these things are pretty rare. You don't find these too often. Basically, it's just a little hole with a bunch of cows in it, and all you gotta do is just sprinkle a little bit of wheat on these guys, and they just start multiplying, so it's pretty awesome. I had to put a sound muffler on these just to quiet everything down, and it's working out pretty nicely. There was a slime in here just a little while ago, but I guess he either got trampled or something, but he got trapped in the black hole of beefy goodness. But yeah, so this spot, man, I found this area over here and I'm super pleased with it. It's an extreme hills biome, which I guess I just tend to build in these in Technic for some reason, and I don't know, this place turned out really good. But I did find out that we have a neighbor. So Nathan, or Redstone Nightmare, is set up here. He's got a little tower of power going on, and it actually looks like he's been building this since the last time I seen him on, and because that Mystcraft portal wasn't up there before. But I don't know, that place is looking pretty cool, so I don't want to give too much away. He's probably recording an episode and stuff right now, so gotta be careful of that. But I would like to introduce you guys to this area that I'm building in my new base, which I am going to be calling the Halo. Oh yeah, so this place, man, this base is gonna be really awesome when I get this all set up and done. So this is part of a mod called the Carpenter's Blocks, and this mod is freaking fantastic. So you get these kind of scaffolding blocks called Carpenter's Blocks, and basically what these are basically just the shell of whatever you want to build, and from these you can actually place blocks inside the scaffolding, and yeah, you can make them whatever blocks you want. You can make them dirt if you wanted to. Just basically anything that you want. And all you got to do is shift left click on these and you get the block back. You put them in here, you could shift right click and it changes like what kind of I guess you don't even have to shift click on these. Well, maybe you do. Let's see. Oh no, you can change whether they're slabs or side slabs or whatever, but that's really awesome. And you also get these slope blocks, so there's a ton of different blocks that we can use from this Carpenter's Blocks mod, and I decided to go with just the normal blocks here and the slope blocks for this Halo ring all the way up, and I think it's going to look fantastic. So you can see the top ring up there. It doesn't have the slopes on it yet, but that is what a normal ring in Minecraft would look like, and that's blech, ugh, you don't like that, that's gross looking. But with these slope blocks, you can really kind of smooth out the edges of this circle, and I think this stuff looks really good. And I think we're going to be using the what are these called, chalk blocks. I would like to use the quartz blocks, but I don't have enough of them yet, so maybe later on in the future we'll switch them out or something. But for now, these chalk blocks are okay. Oops, we don't want that. These chalk blocks are okay, so we can just go ahead and throw a couple of these in here just to show you what I'm talking about. But this is going to look really cool when it's all said and done. So that's the plan for that. I don't think I have enough chalk to do all 5 rings just yet, but we will eventually. So the other cool thing about this Carpenter's Block mod is you got a couple different tools. You already seen the Carpenter's Hammer, and that's what allows us to change the shape of some of these, and to also take the blocks out of this whole thing. Oops. I keep doing that, but you got this other one called the Carpenter's Chisel, which is I don't know, kind of interesting. It's getting dark, so we need to be kind of careful. This place spawns mobs like crazy. But yeah, with this we can actually change the texture of the blocks inside the Carpenter's Block. So basically all you got to do is just right click on it and you get a whole bunch of different kinds of textures. So we can have kind of like the stone brick texture. We can also have this one, which is like the chiseled quartz texture, which I really like. And the cool thing about the chisel thing is once you find a texture that you like, all you got to do, if it's touching an adjacent Carpenter's block with a block in it, you can actually just copy that texture all the way through. So you don't have to keep cycling through all the different textures. You can just take this one and then continue it on to everything that's connected with that. So that is freaking awesome. And I got to say, I'm going to have a lot of fun with this mod. So it's going to be interesting to see what we can build for sure. But I think this Halo, man, Halo's going to look really cool when it's all said and done. And I was thinking about using this texture here, but I'm not 100% sure on that just yet. We'll probably decide that once we get it all filled in with the chalk blocks. But yeah, so anyways, I'm going to take a nap real quick, and then today we're going to take a look at a couple different mods, some of which I've already started, and we'll see what's going on. Alrighty, so one of the mods that I was looking at between now and last episode was Mystcraft. And Mystcraft has been around for a little while, but I just needed to kind of reintroduce myself to this mod because there has been some updates and changes to it. And I was working on making these intralinking books. Basically what intralinking books is if you guys can see, I've got another one set up over there, but all we have to do is click on this book and it poofs us over here, man. This is really awesome, and it's a nice way to get back and forth and fast travel between different areas. Now, the original idea for me was to create a linking book from my base here back over to the Nexus, which you can see is about 800 or so blocks away, 834. But while I was doing that, Erling actually came over and dropped off a couple of gifts for me. So he made me this link book back to the Nexus, which is pretty awesome. And you can see everybody's got their books all lined up here, and it really makes for a nice way to fast travel back and forth, and you don't have to worry about mobs and you know, horses, or just basically just running, which is nice. But once we get something like flying wise, that'll be no problem at all. But since he did drop one off, I wanted to figure it out for myself, and that is what I did with these. These are actually really interesting, because there's a lot of different things you can do with Mystcraft. So there was a couple different interfaces that we had to make. We got an ink mixer, a writing desk, and a bookbinder. And these two you don't really need when you're first starting out in Mystcraft. Basically what these are is a way to write your own ages or make your own dimensions within the Mystcraft ages, which is really awesome, but that's not something we're really going to mess with today. I'm actually kind of afraid to mess with it too much because I know creating too many Mystcraft worlds can really lag a server out. So I wanted to be careful, and if I get a green light to actually make an episode on it or something like that, then we'll definitely mess with it, but that won't be too much in today's episode. So with the ink mixer, there's a lot of information with this stuff, man. The ink mixer is really cool. So what you need in here is paper and ink files, and to make the ink files, all you need is ink sacks, and where is it? Right here. So you need ink sacks and water bottles, and all you got to do is just put them up here. I guess you could use black dye too, which is actually really nice. But you get one ink file, and you just stick them in here, and you actually get the empty bottle back, which is really awesome. And that gives you a link panel. So we can go ahead and take this out, and basically what we can do is just combine this with a piece of leather, which I don't have any in here. But you combine it with a piece of leather, and you get what's called a link book, or an unlinked link book. Actually, you know what? Let's grab some leather. I'm just going to show you how this works right now. Leather. Where you be? My chest, my organization right now is awful. Do not judge me, okay? Where is... There's leather. So we'll take this stuff. We'll actually go ahead and come back down here. Do I have any more? Let's see. Let's see real quick. I want to see if I got any gold dust and see if I can show you how to do the intralinking. Gold dust. Pulverized gold. Here we go. We'll use the gold since I don't have that many ender pearls, and gold is actually fairly common within this mod pack. Ores are everywhere. But yeah, so this is pretty cool. So what we can do is create this link book, and it creates an unlinked link book. And basically we take this book, and anywhere we click right here, it's going to turn into a link book, or a linking book. And what this does is when we go to a different dimension, if we ever need to get back, we can throw one of these books down on the book stand or a lectern or something like that, and then it will actually poof us back to this spot where we originally created this book. Right, so that's how to get back from different dimensions. But if we want intralinking to poof back and forth like you just saw from here to the Nexus, we need intralinking. And in order to get intralinking on these link panels here, you have to throw different what's the word I'm looking for? What is the word? Oh well, you throw in different items, and each item has different properties, which can give you different attributes on your link pages. So as you can see, this is turning different colors and doing all kinds of different crazy stuff. So if we actually were to pull this book out when it turns bright green like that, that's what's going to give us intralinking. And the red, I think, is kind of like a negative effect on the page, which we don't want. We want the green. So as we can see, it kind of slowly changes, and the speed kind of changes. And the more of the gold dust that you throw in here, the easier it is to kind of get the attribute that you want. It kind of slows everything down. See how it's staying on green a lot longer than it was just before? So let's see if we can pull this out. We take it out right now. It got intralinking on it. And basically what this is going to do, let's go ahead and try to get one more. I don't mind wasting a couple. Let's see, can we pull it out? Boom. Oh, we got disarmed. That's something we don't want. Basically what that does is if you go through this book, if it had intralinking on it, it basically just everything that you have in your inventory just gets dropped on the ground. So that's something that we definitely don't want. Let's see if we can do this one. Come on, intralinking. Boom. Intralinking, perfect. So if we take these, we'll get rid of this disarm one. We don't want that. Take this. We'll take this. We'll make 2 unlinked linking books. So with this, oh, it's nighttime. We gotta be careful. So with this, we can actually make one right here, and we'll go over here and we'll make one more. Basically, what you saw me do with these earlier, which is really awesome. So we can actually open this one up, and we can poof back and forth, right? Sweet, sweet. And if you don't have like a book stand or something like that, they get dropped on the ground, which you have to be real careful about because they can actually take damage. And eventually they can just disappear. Since I've already got a couple of these set up, I don't really care. I'll just show you guys kind of what I'm talking about. But they will get destroyed. If it's like raining outside or something like that, that will hurt it also. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a nice way to get back and forth and do a couple of different things. To be able to fast travel from different areas. And especially like if I get one set up here, and then if I got like another base somewhere over, over the hill, over the mountain, we can get there really quickly. So I'm gonna take a nap, another nap I think, and we will be right back. Alright, so the other mod that I wanted to take a look at today is this Turojima Chococraft, which is actually, it's a lot more in depth than I thought it was, man. I thought these were like just wild animals that ran around the world and you could tame and ride or whatever. But these things, man, I gotta say, are really cool. Oh, and I also forgot to show you too. I got the Coin of Fortune. This thing is awesome. Basically, what this thing allows us to do is it just sucks up all the items or entities or XP that are within a certain area of us. And it's really cool. So if we just take this, we could throw it out, and you see it just gets sucked right back into our inventory, which is really awesome. And you'll probably also hear me refer to it as the Coin of Suck, because I've been watching a lot of Slipgator's videos here recently, and that is what he refers to it as. And it just kind of, it makes sense, man. It's the perfect name for it. But yeah, this Chocopedia, man, the Chococraft, this is really in-depth stuff here. So the Chocopedia by Turojima. Basically, we got a bunch of different chapters here, and this is what I'm interested in right here, is the breeding of chocobos, because apparently there's a bunch of different types of chocobos, each with like different properties and attributes to them, which is freaking sweet. Chocobo breeding. So here we go. They got a couple different ones. We got the yellow, which is the standard one you've seen over there. We also have the green and blue, white, black, and gold. So each one of them have kind of different attributes, and they kind of go in like in a step stool kind of way. So you got the yellow, which are the basic. You got the green, which are a little bit better than the yellow. You got the blue, which are a little bit better than the green. But each one of them have different stuff. So the yellow chocobos are your average variety and have no clear abilities. They can be used, however, as fast riding and transport animals. Some of the wording in this seems kind of weird to me, but we got the green chocobos, which have the ability to climb, and there's no need to jump when ascending a block level, so they run slightly faster than the yellow cousins. Blue chocobos have the ability to travel fast on water. Although chocobos have the ability to swim, the blue ones can do it very fast, which is really cool. The white chocobos have the combined abilities of the green. Combined abilities to climb like the green chocobos and travel fast on the water like the blue. In addition, they are slightly faster than the blue or green varieties. Black chocobos have the ability to jump very height, climb, and travel fast on water. They also are faster than the white ones. Golden chocobos are the fastest variety and not only able to glide like the other subspecies, but can fully fly. So that is something that I am really interested in. And then there's also a nether chocobo, which is purple. I believe is what it said. And that would be really cool. So in order to breed these guys, we actually need a couple of different types. And we have Patch here. Patch is one that I found over the hill over there. And she is a female chocobo. So what we need to do now is go find a male and see if we can breed these guys and see if we can start getting the different colored offspring. And maybe we can start breeding those guys. I'm not sure how difficult it is to get the different attributes and stuff. I'm not sure like what the chances are, but we're gonna try to give it a shot today and see what all we can come up with. So I've grown some gashi greens over here, and these are like the chocobo's food. This is their meal, man. This is what they dig. And it says you can actually get some lovely gashis, which you can get by growing these domestically. And I don't know if I'm doing this right, but it doesn't seem like I'm getting anything different than normal gashi greens. So we're going to plow the rest of these up and just see if we get any. I don't think. Yeah, we didn't get none. So I'm not sure what the deal is. We can't actually breed these guys unless we have the lovely or let's see what it says. The lovely or something else. Gashi mutations. When domestically growing gashi greens, there is a chance of the root mutating into a lovely or even a golden gashi. These special roots can be fed to the two chocobos of opposite gender to initialize the mating process. So we need some lovely or golden gashis, which we don't have any of. And I thought just by what it meant by domestically farming these things is just me planting and growing them, but maybe that's a different process. I don't know. But anyways, I guess let's go find this other one real quick. I got a waypoint set up somewhere. Where is it? Right over there. So I'm gonna meet you guys over there. There's another one of these guys, the yellow chocobos over there. We're gonna go tame him, if I can speak. But yeah, so I'll meet you guys over there. All right. Hey, little buddy. We're gonna tame you, take you back home. Ooh, hi. But yeah, so this is a chocobo. This is like the wild yellow chocobo, which you can find these guys just like all over the place, which is really cool. And all we gotta do to try to domesticate one of these, I'm just seeing if there's any more over here. Doesn't look like there is. But yeah, so in order to domesticate these guys, all we gotta do is just feed them these gashi greens, and eventually they'll pop up and they'll have the hearts and stuff over their head, just like they would with hearts, or the horses, I mean. And there we go. And they get this cool little choker collar around them, which is pretty awesome. And then all you got to do is slap one of these chocobo saddles on them, which are actually really kind of simple to make. It's just some leather string and a chocobo feather, which they drop a ton of. So I just picked up 2 on the way over here. So pretty nice, pretty nice. But we'll throw this guy on there. And then if we just right click on him, we now can ride him. Oh, just like so. But he got to get out of the water, man. Come on. Come on. Get up out of the water. And there was a way that we could name this guy. I don't remember how we did that. I don't remember how. There's a way to like name him. That's how that other one ended up with the name Patch. So this should be kind of interesting. I don't know. So I don't know if this one is male or female, because that's where I saw it on like a menu from the other ones. So we'll have to figure that out. But anyways, I guess we got this guy now. So I'm gonna head back over to the base, and then we'll see if we can work on breeding these guys up, or getting some of those lovely gashis, and figure that whole thing out. Alright, so I did a little bit of research about trying to make these lovely gashis, and it says that it's actually just a chance that you get these from just growing them like this. So I'm kind of hoping if we just kind of farm these for a little bit, we'll end up with some golden gashis, or the lovely gashis. And it says it's just a random chance. But that actually brings me to another point I forgot to mention earlier. Like I said, Erling gave me a gift. And then also Agent Brino was nice enough, and he brought me a whole bunch of stuff, man. So huge thanks to him for dropping all this stuff off, because these bones have been a lifesaver, growing some of these crops and getting some of my farm started. And this is awesome. So he brought me a whole bunch of obsidian, a whole bunch of coal, some slime, some bones, some forest ingots, a bunch of potatoes, which is really awesome, some steam dynamos, whatever those are. I don't know what these are just yet. Something from thermal expansion. I'm guessing it's kind of like the steam engines, I believe. Pulverizers and some redstone furnaces, which is sweet. So thank you very much. I've been using these guys here along with this redstone energy cell, which hasn't been depleted all that much, but just been getting some of my basic ores all smelted up. But yeah, so let's see if we can get some of these golden or lovely gashis here so we can try to breed these guys up. So it says you can just bone meal these things, so we'll just bone meal all of these, get them all fully grown, and then we will harvest the whole batch and see what we get. So I'm not sure what the chances are of this. I guess they call it a mutation, which is interesting, which I guess that's technically what it is, but we'll see. So if we just harvest all of these, it looks like we got one right there. That's cool. We got a couple of them. Sweet. Okay. Alright, so we got 3 in total. And we got a whole bunch of these normal gashis, which is interesting. So, let's replant and try to get a couple more of these guys. Because I'm not sure. I guess we're probably going to have 2 of them. Which one are these? The lovely gashis. So I don't know how rare like the golden gashis are. That'd be kind of interesting just to see what these things are. But like I said, I think you probably need 2. You got to feed them to both of the chocobos in order to get them going. Get their engines fired up, I guess, if you will. But let's see. So we definitely got enough to last us a little while here. 5. We got a golden one. Cool. Alright, so I'm digging these things, man. They look pretty awesome. We're getting a lot of return on these golden gashis, though. That's, or the gashi green. So that's pretty interesting. Okay, so let's go see what we can do with this, the lovely gashi things, and we'll see if we can get these guys going. All right, so patch, there you go. Nothing at all. I'm wondering if we have, because I know it said that Patch was a female, and I'm wondering if this one is too. So I'm wondering if we're gonna have to go find a male one, but I don't know how to check. That could be interesting. So I guess I'm gonna go grow some more of these and get a couple of these in my inventory. I guess we got the golden one too. Alright, well I guess let me go try to find another chocobo, try to find a male one, or find out how to tell the gender of them, and I guess we'll kind of go from there. This furnace is glitched out too, by the way. It's just always burning. It doesn't smelt anything, but it always looks like it's going. Alright, so we got, oh dang it man, now I don't know which one's which. We'll just try breeding those 2 unnamed ones. Get out of here. Oh, I don't know what these guys do. Oh, okay, so they do damage. Not much, it looked like, though. There's 1 heart of health on these guys. Okay, so I found 1 more. We're gonna see if we can breed this one with the other unnamed one, because I still didn't get that menu pop up to be able to name it or choose the gender or whatever. So I'm hoping we have 1 male and 1 female here, and then we can get these guys to breed, which unfortunately it looks like we have not been able to do this. How do I want to figure out how to get into this menu. So control click maybe. I've been looking on the wiki and I still haven't been able to figure this out, so I may do some deeper research. Let's see if we can figure this thing out, because I don't know how to do it, but there's a menu that you can get into and change these guys up. Alright, so I finally figured this out. This is not actually too difficult, but I didn't see this anywhere on the wiki. I just happened to come across a video, and this was one of the comments, but it said, how do you rename the chocobos? And you right click on them with the Chocopedia. And it brings up this little interface here or whatever where you can actually rename these guys if you want to. You can choose to hide or show their name. You can change the owner, which is pretty cool. And then you can actually get your saddle back off of these guys. So none of these guys have saddles on their back anymore. But as you can see, it says female can breed. Female can breed. Female can breed. So all of these things, all of these chocobos that we have here are female. So we actually need to go find a male one to get the breed action going. And over here at this little waypoint right here, this is where I found that third one. There was one more. So let's cross our fingers and hope that it's a male. Maybe we can start getting some of the different types of chocobos from this, and it should be pretty cool, but we can only hope, man. So 3 chocobos down, all females. So let's see if this one is a male. You can see this guy down here. We're gonna run and jump. Hopefully we will make this. Okay, we got it. Perfect. Let's take some of our gashi greens here. Love me, love me. Oh man, you're taking a lot. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so female can breed. Dang it. So, I don't know, man. We're gonna have to do some searching around and see if we can find a male one of these guys. So, I guess I will do that, and then I will be back after a little while. So, I finally found a couple of these guys. This is actually quite a ways away from the halo over there. So, hopefully one of these guys is a male, man. Come on. This is taking way too long. My ear is itching, so that was easy enough. Let's just give him a right click with our book. Female can breed. What's your name? Confirm. Dansus. 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 What does this do? Can we actually do anything with that? Nope, I guess not. Let's give him some gashi greens. Be a male. Male can breed. Confirm. What's your name? Travis. Yes, perfect. Okay, so let's settle up on Travis here, and then we're gonna head back over, and then we'll see if we can get Travis's number 2 to show up. Oh, he's got like different colored feathers too. I don't think the other ones had that. That's kind of cool. Alright, so I will meet you guys back over at the base because this is going to take a little while. Alright, welcome to your new home, Travis. Check out all these lovely ladies. Pick your pick, man. Which one do you want? I actually got to thinking about the feathers on his head. I wonder if that's how you tell, a male from a female. Since these are all female, they don't have the brightly colored feathers on their heads. But I didn't notice if this guy had the brightly colored feathers before or after we tamed him. So I don't know if that's just like one way we can tell or what. But we're gonna settle up 2 of these guys, and we're gonna get these guys out of here. So we'll actually take this one and the other one. Whatever the other one's name was. We'll put these guys just right here. They don't really run all that far away, so they should be fairly close. Let's take this one, and we will leave Patch and Travis in here to do their thing, and we'll see if we can actually get a different kind of color. So I found out a couple different things about the Loverly Gashis and the Golden Gashis. Is these Loverlies only have a 25% mutation rate. As far as the Golden Gashis, they have a 50% mutation rate. So if we take these, take this. Look at him! We got a little blue Chocobo. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Look at it. Oh my goodness, and he will grow up to be as big as one of these guys, and so the blue guys is going to be able to swim really fast, which is awesome. Alrighty, so we've actually got this figured out now. This is pretty cool. So I will probably work on breeding these guys up a little bit more, and then I don't know, we'll see what we can do next episode. Maybe we can try to get one of the green guys, which I think is like a yellow and a blue one. So we'll have to breed this one with one of those, so Mom and Dad here can not have to worry about that kind of thing. But anyways, this is awesome. So next episode, we're gonna mess around with this a little bit more, and I will probably work a lot on this in between episodes. So this might be finished by the next time, at least getting all the chalk in. So it should be pretty interesting. But anyways, if you enjoyed today's episode, please make sure to hit that like button, as it really helps me out a lot. And I will see you guys next time for some more Technic adventures here on the Technical Beast server. Everybody's link is down below, so definitely go click on all of those. Check out everybody else's channels, their content. They put out a lot of really good stuff. So anyways, I will see you guys next time. My name is That Dude Chaos, and I'll see you later.